is up? Welcome back to another video. Listen, I am so sorry firstly if you can hear noises outside the window, but today's video I'm really excited about because I want to talk about some products which I've been loving for my acne prone skin. If you're new to my channel, I definitely have very acne prone skin. I suffered with acne for over 10 years and that is actually what led me to my now career. So something really great came out of me going through acne, which is I am now a registered naturopathic nutritionist, and that is what I do now. I help others predominantly with acne and help take back control of their skin. I do also work in other areas such as women's health, so like hormonal imbalances, things like PCOS. I also help people with their energy levels, weight loss. To be honest with you, the list kind of goes on and on because I feel like with this job role you kind of dip your toes into so many different areas. I also do have two products which actually were a bit of a miss for me, which I also want to pop into this video, which I was not so impressed with. First product I want to talk about is actually kind of like a tanning product. I might even go as far as saying this is probably one of my favorite discoveries of 2021. So this is by the brand Harrington, sorry. I stumbled across this so randomly in Space NK, and this is it's called the Face Mist, and it's also kind of got a second name, which is the Illuminating Bronzing Mist with Collagen and CoQ10. So the way you use this is you spray it onto a makeup brush. So I just use a bronzing brush, and then you just disperse it onto your face. So I do one spray and then I do kind of like a swipe on either cheek. To be honest with you, I just put it in the areas actually you would put a bronzing powder. And ever since I've got this, I have not used a bronzer at all. So I've taken that step out my makeup, and it's just beautiful. I'm wearing it today. I don't know how it's really picking up on camera, but it literally just looks like a bronzer. And the best thing about it is, number one, it does not break me out whatsoever. And I actually use this daily. So it's kind of become a little bit part of my skincare in a way. I don't really view it as a makeup product now. What I love about it, especially on days, when you don't want to wear any makeup, you just put this on the skin and it just makes your face just, I don't know, it just gives you that healthy, lit from within, that kind of warmth to the skin and life basically. And I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It comes in 3 different colors, and just to say, it's matched to your undertone of your skin. So for my skin tone, I am natural honey, but they have one, I can't remember the names of them, but there's one for much fairer, more rosy undertoned skin tones, and then there's one for darker skin tones, which has a bit more of an olive tone in it, I believe. Now this next product, I have used every single drop in it. I've mentioned this once before on my channel, but I want to give it another shout out today because this is a product that when I first started using it, what's going on with my hair, I was a bit kind of on the fence about, and then the more I started to use it, I just fell in love with it every time I used it, if that makes sense. I'm buying another bottle of this for sure. It is the Dr. Jar Every Sunday Mild Sun SPF. What I love about this is, firstly, it does not leave your skin greasy. It kind of sinks into more of a demi matte finish. And also, of course, in theme with today's video, it does not break me out whatsoever. It just really suits my skin perfectly. I only have one kind of con to this product, is it does have a slight white cast when you apply it because it is a physical sunscreen. Now, with that being said, personally on my skin, the white cast, it sinks in very quickly, especially the more you rub it in, and also after 15 minutes of it just sitting on the skin, it does really sink into the skin. So I don't find the white cast to be problematic at all. However, I think it's important that I do add that in because I'm not as confident to say, how it would apply on someone who has a much, darker, deeper skin tone than me. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is some spot patches. Now, this is by the brand Seeker Times Care. I think that's the brand name. I'll link all these products in the description down below. Now, I've tried many spot patches before, and to be honest with you, I've never really been that impressed by them. However, my opinion has changed because these ones I've been trying, I have been absolutely loving. They actually have really worked. I'll pop them on my skin and then the next morning that spot is so much flatter and definitely on its way out. So yeah, these have been a massive hit. So much so I've literally nearly gone through the whole pack within 2 weeks. I'll get onto why I've needed them actually in a minute with a product I haven't been liking. But anyway, the other thing I want to say about these spot patches is that they are transparent, and when you apply them to the skin, you can't see them. Like, I put these on, and when I wake up in the morning, I have to remember where I've put them on my skin to take them off, because they are like that camouflaged into the skin. So yeah, big thumbs up, especially if you want to pop one on during the day and go out and about. Like, no one is going to notice this on your skin. Now, echoing my concern with the last product, I don't know how these sit if you have a deeper skin tone than mine. To me, like, when I take these off, they are transparent, like you can see through them, so hopefully they would just sink into the skin like they do mine. But yeah, I can't guarantee that these are going to camouflage into everyone's skin like they are mine, so I think that's just also important to say. But in terms of efficacy, absolutely big thumbs up. And regardless, I mean, I don't use these in the day, I always put them on before sleep anyway, so I don't really care if they melt in or not. Okay, moving on, this next product I have been so pleasantly surprised with. So this is by iUnique, and this is the Vitamin Hyaluronic Acid Vitalizing Toner. Now, if you've watched previous videos of mine when I do skincare, you'll know I love a little bit of weight behind my toner. I kind of like the toner to be a hybrid between a toner and a serum, and this is exactly that. It kind of has a little bit more of a gloop to it, if that makes sense, in the consistency. So it feels so lovely when you put it on the skin. It definitely feels very hydrating. But the reason I've been loving this is, one, of course, it's not breaking me out, but number two, this is definitely brightening my skin. I'm finding it's doing a really good job at evening out my skin tone, helping to brighten any marks from any previous breakouts. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. So if you're on the lookout for a new toner, really recommend. And it's a really decent sized bottle. I don't know how many mils this is. It's definitely over 100 for sure. It's a really decent size. Okay, so I'm gonna throw in another makeup product. This isn't really a new product, but I definitely want to give it a mention because it's something that I have just been like, oh, I'm so grateful for this at the moment. So this is a concealer. This is a new one I've picked up, but I've kind of got my old one here just to show you as well. Kind of just to show my love for it, kind of prove to you guys it's so good, I bought another. But no, seriously, this is from the brand Hourglass, and it's their airbrush concealer. It's their airbrush concealer. This is the miniature one, so they do like a little travel size, but you can get the full size one. I actually just buy the miniature ones because I just use this as a spot concealer. I don't use this like under my eyes or anywhere on the skin. I literally just use it for the spot, so I only need a tiny amount. This is so good on top of breakouts. The finish of it is lovely. It's kind of like a matte, demi-matte finish, so I don't even need powder on top. Doesn't budge all day. I use the colour Cedar, and this is the perfect match for my skin tone. And yeah, I just wanted to give it another shout because it's such a good concealer, and it's actually one of my top concealers I recommend to my clients because the ingredient-wise, I find it's not problematic for acne-prone skin at all. So really recommend checking this out if you are on the look for a new concealer. Okay, so let's talk about some cleansers that I've been loving. So the first one is the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Moisture Deep Cleansing Oil. Really like this cleansing oil. It's very basic. There's not really a whole lot I need to say about it. It's just that it's a really good cleansing oil which does work. It melts all my makeup off. It rinses off with water. It's not problematic on my skin. Doesn't leave a residue on the skin. And yeah, it just does exactly what it's meant to do. And then the other cleanser I've been enjoying, and this is very random to me because I've never heard this brand before, but this is from a brand called Be Plain, and it's their Greenful pH Balance Cleansing Foam. Now, again, if you followed my channel previous to this video, you'll know I'm not a big fan of foam cleansers because a lot of the time foam cleansers are just filled with like detergents and things like SLS, which are very stripping on the skin, really disturb our natural oil balance, and particularly for an acne prone skin, that can be very problematic and actually can cause the skin to become very imbalanced and cause it to become more oily in a lot of people, which can also contribute to breakouts and things. I got this one and I really have enjoyed this. It does not strip my skin whatsoever. The foam is very gentle. There's no scent to this, I must say. It's not really an experienced product at all. It's more like, you know, like I said with this one, it's like a get the job done kind of product, but it's very gentle and I really like the results on my skin. It doesn't leave my skin with that tight feeling, which we never want. If you ever get that tight feeling after cleansing, that's definitely a sign that you are overstripping the skin and your cleanser is really kind of wrong for your skin type. So yeah, with this, I don't get that. It leaves my skin feeling comfortable. And yeah, it's just a really nice product. Also really great if you need something something maybe post-gym, this would also be a nice option. Okay, I want to give another shout out to my favorite moisturizer, literally I've found for my acne prone skin, and it is the COSRX Oil-Free Ultra Moisturizing Lotion. Now, this one I've got in my hand, you can see I've literally pretty much used the whole thing, and I've just ordered myself another bottle. This moisturizer is just, it's my holy grail now. Like, my acne prone skin loves this stuff. It sits so lovely on my skin, it hydrates my skin, it's very lightweight. I would say this is definitely more suitable for people who have more oily combination skin. If you have very dry skin, I don't think this is going to be enough for you. I get a lot of questions sometimes, particularly on Instagram, people ask me, you know, what is my favorite moisturizer? So this is it, guys. COSRX Oil-Free Ultra Moisturizing Lotion. It's amazing. Okay, and now I have just 2 products which I want to talk about, which have been definite no-nos. And the first one's a very interesting product. So this is the Purito Daily Go-To Sunscreen, SPF 50. Now, if you know of Purito, you may have known of the kind of hiccup they had. Was it last year, maybe even the year before? And it wasn't just Purito as a brand, it's kind of a Korean SPF hiccup where basically it discovered that the SPF 50, for example, that was on the bottle wasn't actually correct, and it was more like a 19, which is a massive jump. So basically Purito sunscreen, along with a lot of other brands in the Korean field, they had to pull their SPFs off the market. Anyway, Purito have brought out a new sunscreen, which I've just mentioned is the Daily Go-To Sunscreen SPF 50. Now, I had high hopes for this because I loved their SPF before. It was really lightweight before, so good on acne prone skin. Like, I did not have any problems with it. So yeah, very high hopes, and I am so gutted to say this actually has broken me out. I'll pop some pictures on screen. I mean, it's not like really crazy bad cystic breakouts, but I've still got them now. I've got makeup on so you can't see it, but I've just got these like little red dots kind of dotted all over my cheeks, kind of the tiny little white heads, and this is definitely the culprit. It's what I've been testing out the last week. So yeah, I'm just gutted that this has not been good on my skin. Now, putting my acne prone skin aside, I would just say that the formulation is really nice. It is very similar to the last SPF they did, very lightweight, kind of feels more like a moisturizer on the skin. But the only thing I would say is I actually did find this a little bit more greasy than I remember the last one to be, and I think that was also one of the reasons why this was problematic for me. Like, straight after applying it, you could see that shine on my skin, so you can only imagine what my skin would be like a couple of hours later. So yeah, overall, it just really wasn't it. Okay, and then the last product I want to talk about, which again is another miss for me, was a product from Sioris, and this is their Fresh Moment Cleansing Oil. Now, I've really gutted about this because Sioris as a brand is something I haven't really tried before, but I hear great things. Ooh, fly. Anyway, I picked up the cleansing oil, and I mean, to be brutally honest, the only thing I can really compare this to is it just feels like I'm putting cooking oil on my skin. It even smells a bit like cooking oil. I didn't enjoy the experience of this product. I don't enjoy the smell of it. And also, to top it all off, I am a bit skeptical that I think this could have also been like breaking me out a little bit. And when I did look at some reviews after using it online, a couple of other people I saw did say that it also broke them out, so I'm a little bit skeptical on the acne front. Anyway guys, that is it for today's video. I really just wanted to share these products with you, things that I've just been really loving, and you know, to help you guys if you're on the search for some new products to try. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing really well. Please do give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also if you aren't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, sending you all my love and positivity, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting the deep.